And hello, and welcome back to the Somnium Files. This time we're going to do a little bit longer of an episode because of a temporary thing before Cold Steel 3 ends. We're doing one episode a week, and I'll go back to that after these 2 weeks, so. We just walked into this very frozen looking area. So that doesn't look like a body. It does not, it does not, it does not. Switchboard. Ooh, ice cutting machine. That sounds dangerous. An ice cutting machine. Ooh, I wonder if we could die. Fuck it. Something covered with a white cloth on the table.
This is...
Doesn't look like a body. It looks way too bumpy.
It can't be.
Or it could be.
Iris.
Fuck. Right, Iba was turned off too. Oh, you think that's gonna matter? If she's not recording everything? Is she dead?
Iba, what's your charge?
Currently at 2%.
Can you make a call?
I can. I am connected to the power supply. What do you...
Hurry. Just connect me to boss.
Well, she looked more frozen in that one.
Date, what's wrong?
I found a body.
What?
She was murdered. Multiple stab wounds to the back. And one eye missing.
Oh no.
Location is Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The victim is Iris Sagan.
Iris?
I'll tell you more later. Just send CSI to the scene right away. And one more thing. Congressman So Sajima. Bring him to ABIS.
Wait a minute, why?
I'll take responsibility for everything. Just do it, please.
All right.
She gave in. Are we gonna delve into his mind too, maybe? Is that really her? So those were stab wounds?
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
God damn it!
Well, be very, very careful. Don't drive too recklessly. You only got one eye in.
Do you honestly think you can get away with this?
I
Sonny,
saw you!
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I saw you walk out of there! My goodness.
Date, calm down.
You know Iris Sagan, don't you?
No, I don't. I've never heard of her.
Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's not. Maybe he killed indiscriminately. But even if he doesn't know her name... Oh. Okay, let's look at these first. Let's not show.
Iris's body was found frozen in the warehouse. Her right eye was removed and she suffered multiple stab wounds to her back. There were no other visible wounds on her body, so the stab wounds were likely the cause of death.
How likely?
From the size and shape of the marks, the murder weapon is almost definitely a knife. Possibly a kitchen knife.
Okay, so they looked wide, which is why I was thinking they were slice wounds when I initially saw them.
Thinking about how Iris's body was frozen when I discovered it.
Wait, kitchen...
It must have taken at least 18 hours for the body to freeze to that state. I entered the warehouse at 9 p.m. 18 hours prior to that was 3 a.m.
So only a couple hours between that?
Iris was last seen alive around 2 a.m. She was live streaming, so there's no doubt about the time. Meaning Iris must have been murdered between 2 and 3 in the morning.
2 and 3 in the morning. True. Whoever picked her up would probably have to be the person, too. Still, kitchen knife. We've only seen one. We've had one very significant kitchen knife, I will add. But lots of people have kitchen knives, so...
Iris's body was discovered at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse in the warehouse district by the harbor.
Okiura Fishery.
That caught my eye too, but we'll get to that later. The actual murder site is unknown. The lack of blood at the scene makes it highly likely that she was killed somewhere else.
Okiura? Actually, how did I? Can I not open a menu? I don't think it's letting me open a menu. Yeah, I don't think it's letting me open a menu. I can't go look. Who was Okiura again? Was that, Oh, I want to say that's Mizuki's and her father's last name, yeah?
Iris was live streaming until 2 a.m. today. Someone visited her and interrupted the stream. I hadn't been in contact with her for a while. Whoever visited her this morning almost certainly has something to do with the murder.
This is the image stored in the Persons of Interest database.
I saw So walking out of the cold storage warehouse where the corpse was discovered. Iba recorded the whole thing.
Just before my battery ran out.
And we have proof of everything that we found, so it's not like the stuff after that matters too much. And I'm sure we have a record of him driving over there too, considering we are tracking him. A lot of this seems like it was illegally obtained, but let's not worry about that for now. Yeah, if he doesn't know who she is, he'll recognize her. I put a picture of Iris in front of So.
So you've never met her before?
I have not.
Have you seen her corpse?
Corpse?
I know you've seen her body.
Based on what?
Okay. Are we leading to that? Fine. Oh, where she was found. Oh, okay. We're just like in combine. We're gonna like combine them and go down like. Okay.
Iris's body was found at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
What does that have to do with anything?
I stood up and went to the corner of the room. I picked up the PC monitor and put it on the desk in front of him.
This.
Iba, play the video.
Right away.
I see. Then I suppose you know I was there.
Then you saw the body.
Shocking.
I didn't. I was at the warehouse. But I didn't see any corpses there.
Don't lie to me!
It's the truth.
Then what were you doing there?
I choose to remain silent.
You what?
Remain silent. As is my right, guaranteed by law. Remember that I am a politician. I know my rights.
Date, Can I get a second?
Please.
What?
Does it matter if he saw the body or not in this case? He's a busy man. If we hold him here too long...
You want me to stop beating around the bush?
I certainly do. You believe that Sosajima is her killer. Or is at the very least involved in the crime somehow.
Yeah.
Why not ask him for his alibi first?
Sure. Time of death.
Iris was killed sometime between 2 and 3 in the morning. Do you have an alibi for that time?
I was playing mahjong all night. At a place called Dora Dora in Shinjuku.
Politician spending all night in a mahjong parlor.
An exclusive mahjong parlor, yes.
If it's mahjong, you should have had 3 opponents with you.
Interesting. An exclusive one, meaning one that might be paid off to just say that he was there.
Indeed I did. But they were all strangers. I don't remember their names.
Date, I did some research. Dora Dora is a private room mahjong parlor. It is owned and operated by one individual.
If the rooms are private, that limits the number of potential witnesses.
Right. Who's the owner?
The shopkeeper might be in So's pocket. He's the only one we can ask about So's alibi. Especially if he doesn't remember any of the 3 people he played against.
Allegedly.
He might as well not have an alibi.
That's not much of an alibi, So.
Please, this is ridiculous. First you suspect me in the matter of Shoko Nadami, and now this? I haven't killed anyone. Not Shoko, not Iris. Besides, if I stabbed a woman, why would I bring her to a cold storage warehouse?
Wait. What did you say?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I see. But I remembered. He slipped up. He slipped up. If I stabbed a woman, yep. Okay, there it is. So he does know about the corpse. Because... yeah...
I never mentioned Iris's cause of death. How do you know she was stabbed?
Because...
Because you did it?
Don't be stupid.
Then how do you know? Stop dodging the question and answer. Boss, give me permission to Psync. He can't hide inside his own head.
You've got it.
Yay.
Sync with him.
Let's do this. We're gonna fuck this guy up. All your trauma, I'm gonna release it, you motherfucker. That might not be my goal, though. That's not my goal.
Put so into chemically induced solution. But do not worry, it will not affect the sink.
Okay.
Okay, Dante. Let's do it.
Right.
Please, don't forget the 6-minute time limit.
You say it every time.
Yeah, I think the mechanics are...
Let us begin.
Yeah, I think the mechanics make it easy enough to remember. I do wonder if I'll need to, at some point, basically sacrifice myself by doing something like that in order to get information. They are recording it, so it's not like I'm the only one with the information in order to give. So, the guy seems pretty aware of what he should say and shouldn't say. Oh! Fucking boy. We only have 6 minutes, please don't fucking play around.
Did you witness my superior driving technique?
Yeah, I saw you get in an accident.
No! I only pressed the wrong pedal!
That's
what you call an accident.
typically, yes.
Oh, look at that!
Don't change the subject.
Observe the surroundings.
Are we by the... there it is, yeah. The warehouse.
Huh. In a word, I'd say it's strange. Maybe this is So's corrupt nature manifesting itself.
I'm still surprised we're allowed to do this. If he has Fifth Amendment... well, whatever the equivalent in Japan is. To fit, oh, is that supposed to be Iris over there? In the corner. If he has that, this seems like he could use those rights to basically... Because you're supposed to be able to allow yourself to not self-incriminate. And this is like the definition of self-incriminating.
The man's Somnium is almost as corrupt as he is. I am impressed. Never mind.
Yeah, this is a real bad dream. Let's get the clues we need and get the hell out of here.
It's Iris. What on earth is she doing here?
Does imply that he knows her properly. Oh, man. Ooh, let's get a good look at that kitchen knife. Uh-oh.
Iris! We can't go any closer?
We cannot.
That silhouette we saw.
This is so Somnium. During a sync, we experience the subject's dreams from a third-person perspective. In other words...
It has to be him.
I cannot say for certain, but probably.
What's going on?
It appears that time is looping in this warped space.
Time is looping? Can't you do something about that?
What exactly do you propose I do?
You're telling me I have to watch this scene over and over?
I don't want to watch it either.
Well then...
I suppose we can help her. We may then be able to ask this manifestation of Iris some questions.
Huh? Sure, do whatever you gotta do.
If that's the case, that she might know whatever she would know whatever he thinks she knows, right?
Yes. We have to save Iris, no matter what.
Well...
Yeah. But to do that, we gotta do something about that huge wooden box.
What, because it's in the way?
Somnium scan. Activate.
Okay. That counts. Just a bunch of boxes, okay. Wait, what is that? In between? Oh no, there's 4. That's not good. That's not good. Stop with the freaking... Okay, so... Let's think of it this way. The guy seems like he's generally well collected. That seems like the best way to phrase it, yeah? Okay, this is... Okay, I might have been able to open the menu before, but I was scared to press square because there was also the show button. So, Okira, just to confirm. Renju. Yep. All these fucking connections. So. 60. It's like anything that threatens the above. Authority, fame, assets. Yay. What a guy. So, he seems shrewd enough to know when he should talk and shouldn't talk. So it seems fairly likely, especially those times we provoked him into saying something of any sort, he was probably telling the truth. Because if he's going to lie, he's going to lie intentionally. He seems to know well enough that lying will put him into a pickle. So if we did get any information out of him before, I suppose it will likely be the truth. The most notable bit of information out of that, at least down the line in that conversation, maybe not the beginning where he doesn't know her, or something like that, I would believe 2 things. He didn't see a body in the warehouse. I would not believe in the slightest that he was unaware of it. And 2, that he didn't stab her, but he was aware of the stabbings. That is what I'm going to bet on being the likely answers to our questions here. So it's probably someone else, someone he's involved in, basically. Okay, what options do we have? Forklift, warehouse door. Oh my.
A warehouse door.
Shit. Knock.
Is anyone there? No response.
Even if there was someone there, they might not answer.
Okay, I got a 1/3 one at least.
A warehouse door.
Sure, listen. None of these give me much.
I hear a dull impact at regular intervals, like a knife plunging into meat.
For fuck's sake. Fantastic.
A warehouse door.
If we have 4 locks, we have not that much time.
I hear the sound of dripping liquid. Occasionally, a spraying or squirting sound.
By liquid, do you mean blood?
Unknown, but it is unnerving.
We have about 9 seconds per. Sound of dripping liquid, occasionally a spraying or squirting sound. I wonder if it's the order of what happens. A, B, C, D, H, I.
A warehouse door. I hear laughter, but they're far away. I cannot tell who the voice belongs to.
Well,
A warehouse door.
knock.
Is anyone there? No response.
Yeah.
Even if there was someone there.
Okay, well, I did some of those.
5 minutes left, Date.
Fuck. Can I do anything to the large box?
A large wooden box.
I don't trust any of those.
A forklift.
What is that? Death times 2? Or like a scroll with times 2? Drive, sure.
Roger that. Leave it to me. It is time to unleash the Drift King.
Didn't you crash a minute ago?
Is this the same one?
Besides, the forklift is front-wheel drive.
Uh-oh. You might want to... Okay. She's back. Well then. Beautiful driving.
There's something here.
Maybe you should jump in. You might unlock a bonus stage.
Do you have the mind of a child?
Do you? You picked up a timie that has a negative effect. Negative timies can multiply time or force you to use them. If you pick one up, be careful. Really?
A
Interesting.
mysterious warp space suddenly appeared.
Sure, let's try throwing a pebble. Woo!
It appears to be connected to that place.
That sound makes it hard to believe it was a pebble.
Interesting. Okay.
A portal.
I don't see how any of those would help, but... Could I lift this up?
A large wooden box.
Hit.
Leave it to me.
Maybe I can hit
A
it up.
wooden box is no match for me. I will crush it to pieces with my special right straight.
I'll leave it to you.
Ah! By the way, what is your opinion on pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Don't waste time.
Wow, you really tried to change the subject there.
Okay. I thought that might be... Yeah, I'm not doing well.
A portal.
I'm not doing well at all. Not like I'm about to be able to pick it up.
Here?
Yeah.
My hand.
Yeah, you can do it.
I suppose if I must.
Maybe it's big enough. Maybe it'll be big enough to actually pick it up. Oh, quite maybe. There it is. Okay. I didn't realize it was that much bigger.
Oh, I've seen a boss character like this before.
Okay, she can get away. Go, 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 go. And another. Yeah.
Are those boxes in the way too?
We do not have time to move each one.
If only we could use that crane.
Fantastic. Still use up way too much time. I used up my third of my time on one of them. If not significantly more, technically, with that 20 seconds. Okay. Are all these barrels here for a reason? I'm also using time moving around, so...
A door to the warehouse. I cannot see inside.
Fuck it, go in. It's like, there's so many fucking options, and they're all small ones.
That door should have led to the warehouse, but...
It's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Control panel, it's like the... Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Is this some kind of control panel?
Oh, that's actually an advantageous one. Input... Oh, no. Sorry. Haven't used one in a while.
The one that is difficult for humans to input?
Yeah, the GH raging combo.
I have no idea.
Fine, just be quiet. No, wait. Inputting that sequence of commands with the lever shaped like this...
I think you can do it.
I'll try.
It might do something. Is it enough? Am I making up time? I might be.
Oh, you moved.
Perfect.
Ring out!
That's a KO.
Perfect. I figured the a massive amount of time spent on that might make it useful. Okay, so we need to open up that area. Okay.
If only she could fit through that gap.
Yeah, if only you were thinner, Iris. I'm still at 3 minutes, 2.5, really. Yeah. Fuck it, I still need to go all the way back. Warehouse door A. I don't have time to be listening in on any of them at this point.
A warehouse door. Delivery!
Don't. I'm so not in the mood for jokes at the moment. Oh my goodness.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
What?
Oh, okay. Fantastic. That's so helpful. Thanks.
A crane.
I don't know.
Not that I am against it, but
Can you not climb?
I don't see any place to get a hold.
God! Fucking
A
hell.
crane.
At least make it fucking potentially usable.
There is no point doing this by force. If we are going to move it, we have to find another way. A crane. How about this stone? Huh? Ah! I hit it, but nothing happened.
Fantastic. How many retries do I get? I think I'm at the point where I'm way too far. Okay, I'm gonna try to go from here. Because I just used a bunch of time I really shouldn't have. The death ones make me feel as though that might be the solution, but this looks suspicious.
A warehouse door.
Interesting.
What's this? Something came out.
Edible seaweed made this way was thought to be a delicacy for nobles during the Heian era.
Nobody needs to hear your superfluous narration.
Yeah, I am so very past that mentally. What? That just randomly works. Fantastic. Can the other guy get through? Yeah, he can.
Is the box hanging from the crane in the way now?
Was there something under the wooden box?
Let's just go back and lift it up for now.
Well, it doesn't look like there are multiple ways to solve this at the very least.
You have less than 2 minutes,
A warehouse
Dante.
door.
Hurry.
Let's go. I assume this
Delivery!
is I assume this is the way for that crane. Wait, what the?
Is this some kind of control panel?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do I feel like lowering it is going to raise it?
Like this?
It won't go down.
Because it's already down.
You have 1 minute left.
Well then.
It's a control panel.
I didn't even get anything out of that. Fuck it. Fighting game thing. I can retry.
No, it won't budge.
Got it. No,
Ah, that wasn't it then. Retry, retry, retry.
Date, we're out of time.
damn you, So! How many secrets are you keeping?
Okay, so what actually happens if I run out of time? Does it not let me just retry? Yeah, it lets me retry. Okay, sure. Sure.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
A warehouse door.
Okay.
Delivery!
Is it really just going to be as simple as raising it?
Is this some kind of
Is it really going to be that simple? I tried everything but that.
Understood.
Ah, fantastic.
Is there something underneath it?
There is. It's one of those fun things. Is that everything we needed? Maybe. What did we accomplish there? What did we actually accomplish?
It appears Iris was saved. Barely.
Did we accomplish any...
That shadow must be...
Must be? Must be what? I didn't really feel like... Ooh. Evasive memory, okay. Okay. The shadow must be what? I'm not putting the pieces together here. Obviously someone chased her, and obviously they killed her when she didn't want to die at the very least. And we went to the next day. Oh, fantastic.
Iris was in the Somnium earlier.
Yes, we saw.
No denying that you know her.
An unidentified figure tried to stab Iris to death. And Date and Iba...
Who is that figure?
Probably So himself.
True, he could imagine himself in his Somnium that way. Mr. Date's ego algorithm processed the figure into that particular image.
What are you people talking about? If you're quite done here, hurry up and release me.
Oh, never ever. Let's go over this, though. About the Somnium.
I saw it on the monitor. Iba saving Iris as she was being stabbed. Of course, since you and Iba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date.
But I didn't.
But that was just a dream. It's not real.
I know.
Saving her in Somnium won't save her now. I'm sorry. No, nothing yet. They arrived a while ago, but that warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery.
I know. Iba, can you check to see if it's the Okiura we know?
Searching.
Yeah, that's important.
Are you kidding me?
Come on!
You know that what we find in Somnium can't be submitted as evidence in court.
Good point. Okay, good to know.
Besides, we don't even know for sure if that figure was so.
You said it was.
I said that it's probably him.
Excuse me?
Hey, buddy.
I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care in the slightest. So, if we try to take that as an actual representation of stuff, the mental locks were barricades to her surviving. Why would those be mental locks? I'm trying to think if there's like a good reason for that. Like, we didn't exactly get more information by the end of it either.
The subject of the Psync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium. But they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear, after all. Even the subject of the dream themselves. I told you earlier that the Syncer experiences the dream from the perspective of an observer. That is why the person creating the dream can appear within it. But perhaps they do not have an objective view of themselves, like a mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television. Rare for a politician, but not unheard of. He lacks that objective picture of himself. He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power.
No. We read his profile.
I find that quite powerful. To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God sees you. is an ability many charismatic people share.
I don't think that's him, then. If that's really your conclusion on all that.
He may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself. So, even if this figure is ambiguous...
It could be so.
Indeed.
Interesting. Ego algorithm?
Imagine the human brain as being made up of two elements: memory and algorithmic structure. The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic. It can output things based on the inputs it is given. To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer. Memory is like your data stored on a hard disk. The algorithm is the program. This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct. This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness.
Okay. And?
In short, it is your ego algorithm, what you call your mind. Recognition, cognition, consciousness.
So, basically, you're filtering in their memories, and it's being interpreted by my brain.
All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm. However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain. And we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness. However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it. It's far too complicated.
Well, that hasn't stopped us before.
But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it. You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven. The Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the Syncer's consciousness. That is what makes syncing possible.
You don't need to understand electromagnetism in order to use a microwave, but you do in order to build it. Mr. Inventor?
During a sync, the Syncer's consciousness, or ego, is brought into the subject's somnium. They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it. At this time, the Syncer's memories are left in their original body. Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain. The Syncer's memories are the whites which remain in the shell. The Syncer, or rather the Syncer as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium. But to be precise, it is not only ego. When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain. Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk. This is just like that.
I don't know what to take from it. I'm trying to think. So his memories consisted of Iris running away from a mysterious figure with a bunch of things in the mental lock blocking the way. Behind many of the doors seemed to be a general basic understanding of the progress of events based on the ones I was able to listen to. Yeah. So... my belief of him potentially having general understanding of it, maybe not even knowing who he's working with. Maybe not by face or anything like that.
I've been telling you I don't know anything.
That's impossible. I saw Iris in your dream. You have to have some memory of her.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Yeah. Can't use it in court either.
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m. Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you.
Yeah, I think he's working with whoever the killer is. I think that's it. That's the only thing that seems to make sense with all this.
What were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
Reading a book at home. You can ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards. They will confirm that for you.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
But they're like family to him. They're not above telling a lie to protect their boss.
Medicine hasn't fully worn off yet. Makes him a bit dazed. And more likely to tell the truth or not consider that he should be lying or keeping his mouth shut.
I didn't.
Are you planning on acting dumb all night? How did you know Iris was stabbed?
I heard it.
What?
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Liar.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
If this was really the explanation, you would have said so earlier. You just made this up over time.
Boss.
It is impossible to determine now. He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
No, he still must have. He was in the warehouse.
Why was he in the warehouse?
But does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse?
But why was he there?
Date, the investigation team is calling.
Fine.
This is Date from ABIS. What happened?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue. There's something we want to check. Is now a good time?
Sure, what is it?
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The one at Ariake? Warehouse District?
Yes, that's right.
Huh. Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's, not here.
What's not there?
We searched all over the warehouse.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, of course she ran out of batteries right before we went in. Because now, oh, fuck. Why didn't we send some...
We didn't find any bodies.
Well, that makes this all the more hard. We achieved fucking nothing!
What do you mean there's no body?
We looked everywhere, but nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
Extremely.
Yes, I'm sure. I saw it. I know I saw it. I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Then perhaps someone moved the body. Between the time we left and CSI arrived.
No, there's another possibility.
There is?
In the... Is there the possibility that she wasn't really dead? Because that's what I'm sort of hoping. Yeah, okay, we're heading there at the very least.
Date?
Oh my... Iris! What the...
What are you doing?
The fuck?
Barging in without ringing the doorbell?
What the fuck's going on?
You see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
The world changed.
What? Wait. Are we gonna go that route in this? How does the world change? Wait, what? Like, I know how Zero Escape stuff worked, but I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
Aiba and I saved Iris during the Psync yesterday. She wasn't killed.
That's not how it fucking works.
True, but that was only a dream.
But
maybe the dream changed reality.
That's not how it works. That's never been how it works. How could that ever be how it works? Oh, because if that's how it works, then we have to throw basically all common sense out the window for trying to figure out stuff. Okay. Let's say we saved her somehow. If we saved her by doing all this, wouldn't that imply she was at least in some dangerous situation we can get her story about it for? Yeah? That should at least be an option. That should have happened. It's not like she was just sitting home safe the whole time or something, maybe? Maybe?
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
Better explanation being, I don't know, maybe that wasn't Iris. Have you considered that? Maybe I was fucking hallucinating. I like that how they like legitimately move the head all around. Maybe I was hallucinating. Maybe the thing I saw in that dream suddenly became reality or something like that. In my head. Because I'm fucked in the head. Oh, my bad.
It is absurd.
Yeah?
Not possible.
Yeah.
Dreams are figments of the imagination.
Yeah.
An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
I won't disagree with that concept, but...
Date and ABIS saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world?
No. Why would it?
Well, I guess it's not impossible.
Whoa. Why would it not be impossible?
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
No, it doesn't.
There should at least be some...
Anyway, I believe in Date.
Why?
I trust him more than anyone else in ABIS.
Why? Why?
Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy.
The hallucination thing makes about 20 times more sense, doesn't it?
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Like what? Boss's knack for change is one of her qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed whatever she wanted to. Huh. Okay, just look at the rug.
Under no circumstances are you allowed to look under this rug.
What? No.
Do you understand?
What have you got under there?
I was trying to calm down. Fuck it, let's look under it. No? Fine. Okay, just... Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Let's assume there is some way dreams can change reality? I can understand how different results of the sync might have resulted in different, like, different timeline that we went down. Huh. Is this capable of branching off somewhere? It doesn't seem like it's capable of branching off somewhere else. Like this one explicitly shows that. Sinking in the villain. I wonder if that's more spoilery than it intends. If it was possible to change reality based on that, there should be some semblance of cause and effect. Because we're not just saying things happen and they happen, we're saying we did something to cause something to happen. Right? So if we're creating some sort of cause and effect chain, there should be at least something resembling a logic we can follow, correct? So if we are following logic of some semblance, then what we did needs to have caused something. So what did we do? We saved her from a situation in a dream by removing barriers that would have stopped her from living. 3 of them. 4 of them specifically. Yes, 4 of them specifically. So if that's the case, then at the very least, there should be something resembling a direct correlation between the barriers we removed, as well as the final intervention, I imagine, as well as some sort of conflict that may have caused her to lose her life. So let's assume that it might be possible for this to happen. We need to be able to establish a logic, and if there's none of that, then I'm going to doubt it even more, no matter what the game fucking says.
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscate building.
Fantastic.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
Why does he have like 50 million different fucking like companies? My goodness.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju.
He sold it?
The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
Huh.
Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
So if he didn't inherit the company, then that implies he could have at least inherited the connections that were made for the people that, by his father and whatnot. Which likely also are connections to people who own the company, right? So he could still be involved, basically.
I would suggest searching the warehouse again. you may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
Yeah, if we want to phrase it that way.
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Daddy got caught in something serious. Let's come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju? Where did you go?
Can you track his phone? Could you track his phone and see if it matches up with our general knowledge of where he'd been since the crime?
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct? It is possible she may have something for you by now.
Okay. I asked Moma for information too, but I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Moma can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
Okay. Good to know.
Congressman Sejima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sejima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories. Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris.
Oh, there's an error. That's the first notable one I've seen.
I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
Well, here's another thought. Maybe it wasn't... Maybe it was not a... Fuck, maybe it wasn't a dream. Maybe me seeing Iris like that wasn't so much me seeing Iris like that, but maybe it was a prophecy for the future or something like that. I don't know.
There were 4 people I should talk to. So Sejima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
Got it. Okay, 5 different options. Let's go here first. I am ever so curious. Is there anything else that, So it's not like it's gonna start being, oh, what was it called? It's been a while since I thought about it. Schrodinger's cat. Because it already had happened, right? It's not like we opened it and it had a different result based on timing or something like that. This is what I was most curious about.
That machine is used to cut ice.
Yep.
Do they store ice here?
Good question. You should be able to look that up, right? It is a fishery warehouse, right?
There are only a few items on the shelf.
True.
It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
Maybe on purpose. Maybe on purpose.
There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves.
What's in them?
There is nothing abnormal about them.
Okay, fine. I'll trust you on that.
A forklift.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here.
It's interesting. This one isn't, though. Which means this one might be being used.
A forklift.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Except that it's not frozen like the other one. What's this? Yeah, switchboard back here.
A switchboard.
It's caught my attention earlier.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
What's it do?
The crane on the ceiling. Nothing has changed.
Fine.
You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m. But the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25 p.m.
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m. After we finished syncing with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown. The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Yep, that's
Outside influence?
bribes.
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any further information.
Is there anything notable about anything else? Maybe this box?
It's a wooden box. There is nothing inside.
Fantastic. What about that? Fantastic. Okay, I was wondering.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
What if the police are corrupt? What if they moved the body? I know we thought it was Iris, but what if it wasn't? Shoot. Here's a thought. What if no one's dead? What if they made fake replicas of people's bodies, froze them as part of a plot in order to fake people's deaths and do something with them? The real person? They claimed that they got here at 10:30. They might have gotten here later or earlier and taken the body even. That would make a ton more sense than dreams suddenly changing reality. At the very least, it adds up a bit more than fucking dreams affecting reality. I need some solid proof that's a thing before I start assuming that's a real thing.
I am so aggro right now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I forgot what it's like to talk with you.
Who says that?
No one.
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
I didn't make any promises.
Especially not
You promised me a date, though.
Shovel Forge, though.
I did go to your house.
2 minutes before midnight, and you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have got somewhere.
Where?
Iturup, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
Absolutely not.
Then you should have come earlier.
Well,
Should've, but I still kept my promise technically. Hi, please soothe me. I want to know your measurements.
I'm 5'4".
That is clearly not what you meant.
Well, as long as she takes it that way.
Why?
For the
Well, because it may lead to something in the future.
For the, investigation. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I don't know.
Date, we're on an investigation.
Yes, we are.
Just let me have this.
I need to have one good thing in my life. Come on. What's your type?
Well, I like guys that like New Guinea fruit bats and yellow spotted neck turtles.
I cannot even picture that.
That's me, for sure. Want to go out on a date?
That's enough.
No!
I'll come right out of your eye socket if you don't stop.
Why can't you let me have fun in life? No, give me your contact information.
I'm serious.
Do it.
I'm going to pop out.
Do it. Do it. I flew out my left eye and started dancing on the desk. The receptionist immediately fainted. I saw the whole thing and also fainted. And so my story ended. The end. But I cannot let that happen, so I decided not to ask her for her information. Damn it! At least give me a bad end. At least give me a bad end trying to find happiness in life.
I want to too.
Oh my
We've
goodness.
been looking for him. We've been getting so many calls, it's hard to keep up with.
Well, there's a receptionist sitting behind the desk. Oh, we're gonna end it there? I guess I'm now seeing her as a human being. How unfortunate. Special. How to make good soba. I'll bring that one home for later. Okay. That thing's still up.
Like it? It's called Fisherman Shagging a Common Dandy.
Ooh. Is that what's happening in it? I guess I can sort of see the testicles there. That does sort of look like testicles. That would make that the penis. And I guess breast, head, shoulder, butt, legs. I guess the penis would be on the stomach, technically. Okay, well, that's enough, trying to see that. Oh, for fuck's sake, what is going on? Hi, I saw your body. Just a way to start this. It's Monday, no school.
It is Monday,
Yeah?
but it's a holiday. No school today? Duh.
Oh, right. It's a holiday.
Is it?
Did you forget to?
Is it?
That's why I'm at Lemniscate today. We're going to do a recording session for a show soon.
Okay. Why was your phone off yesterday?
I know you were mad about our date, but why was your phone off? I couldn't get a hold of you.
About the late night visitor. Come on.
Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it? And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yes.
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right then, shovel forge.
Fine.
No.
Do it!
Then go on a date with me.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection. Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right? Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
You want to go on a date? I'll go on a fucking... Are we just not gonna... Come on. Just go on a fucking date, my goodness. Where's Renju?
What about him?
I don't need to hide it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
A traffic accident? I'm worried.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry, no.
Okay, I didn't really expect much out of that. Do you know So Sejima, the politician?
I've seen him on TV.
Ever met him?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Saw your body.
Iris, promise you won't laugh, but I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body.
She didn't promise.
I told you not to laugh.
But, come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here. Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Stop, I'm serious. In my dream, I saved you from being killed. And here you are. Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday.
She's not gonna understand. I barely do.
Sorry, there's no point in telling you all this.
No, it's fine. Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
Huh?
I believe you, Date. Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
Another bizarre explanation.
Are we just gonna throw out... You know what? No, you don't summarize for me. No, I want her to summarize... Whatever. Are we just gonna throw out, like, every potential, like, previous explanation from Zero Escape? Something like that.
So, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
For our date, of course.
Summary! Yeah, this is our... Fine, let's go on the fucking date.
Fine.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yay! So you'll play Shovel Forge with me?
I will not.
So we'll go on a date then.
Yes.
Deal. And you have to honor our agreement this time.
I can't believe it.
Just give me the fucking information.
Oh, but we can't go right away.
God damn it!
I have a recording coming up. I should be done by 3, though.
Tessa, we're starting soon.
Got it! So, Date, meet me back here at 3? If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace!
Iris smiled and strode over to the studio. Like, had anything go Date's way today?
There is no point remaining here.
Well, I see one point.
Let's get moving.
I see... No, I need to... Screw it. Can I back out? No, I can't back out and look over at the receptionist. No. Whatever. Whatever. Nothing's gone my way today. Not a goddamn thing. I suppose she's alive, so that's a positive, but... I'm so confused.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
I mean, you literally did something, so... Okay, so yeah, these workbooks probably have to do with her teaching, right? I'm still thinking that maybe I was actually syncing with someone during that initial one. It could have to do with my lost memories, but you know...
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but
Okay.
I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Ikume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then... He kissed me. I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Wow, Renju has mob doctor connections. Fantastic.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it
took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love.
Really?
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliché, I know. But we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed.
So my general thought on this is that that was the original killer from 6 years ago, eventually resulting this relationship in her getting shot and losing the use of her arm. That's my guess.
I don't think we ever said I love you.
Wait.
But we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
Wait. Near a warehouse in... Ooh. A warehouse, eh?
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting.
But only 3 months, right?
Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. You wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
But you still haven't gotten to the end of the story, have you?
But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
So my first guess would be that he is the killer from back then. Because it's not like this matches up with the image of the guy we saw that went rogue from the mob guys like way back when.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
Boy, this has a lot of information in it. Okay. Can we get a closer look at that? It does seem like a fairly dark set of hair. So here's my guess. Ultimately, she was dating the person who was ultimately the killer from 6 years ago, probably the person who hurt Date here. He had gone a bit too far and got the mob on his bad side. They knew who he was, so they tracked him down and killed him. Basically. That's my impression. I'll be interested to see if we learn anything from MoMA when we talk to him about that.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy!" I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me. They died when I was 17.
Oh, that sucks.
I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes.
Really? Okay. What about Renju?
You asked me that yesterday.
Okay, that was very different.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Okay. I'm guessing they might have fixed some scripting lines that got mixed up or something like that. Considering how much of this is voiced, I imagine there's probably a couple here and there.
It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid. Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was.
Ever optimistic, eh?
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. "Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance?" She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she seems like she's a very optimistic kid. Certainly turned out very well adjusted, all things considered. The boyfriend?
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running. And she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life.
This is gonna be a bit out there, but... is there any chance? It doesn't look like Date, but... it could be Date. I mean, 6 years ago he was 24. I wonder, because it's this place and stuff involving Iris, as well as the mob place that there's a bit of a, like, flashback, like, oh, memories. There's also just a thought that came to my mind. What if, because he's singing, what if he's starting to absorb certain people's memories? What if, like, the original killer from, like, 6 years ago, or something like that? What if, like, his memory, maybe he's still alive technically, in jail or something? What, or maybe there's some spiritual thing going on and his memories are seeping into Date's head or something like that? It's just getting to the point where it's like, I don't know.
Yes, today's a holiday. Iris isn't in school. She went to Lemniscate.
Yeah, I saw her earlier.
Is that so?
What do we get out of this?
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing.
We already did!
We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
I basically just reminisce. That's like 99% of what I did. Okay. Well, not much else to do. We've had about 0 good information from every single place we've gone. Yay. I think...
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see.
Okay. Well, I think this is probably a good place to call the episode at the very least. I'm trying to wrap my head around all of it. There are so many possibilities if we're going to open this up to sci-fi, like, explanations, rather than it being purely logical. I'm still leaning towards the idea that it basically was like a fake body, and maybe they're just like, no one's actually dead and they're faking deaths in order to, like, achieve something. I'm still sort of leaning towards that being a possibility, so... Okay, well, I'll see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.